So I've been thinking about this question. How do you find out what it is you really want? And I'm going to tell you how I do it. And I'm also going to give you ways to think about it because it's a skill that you build over time. It's kind of like when you learn what your tastes are with anything else, like when you try foods. How do you know if you like a food? You put it in your mouth. If you want to know your favorite ice cream flavor, do you go and start licking hot dogs? No. So this starts by listening to yourself. You ask the question, what do I really want? And then listen. And I'm emphasizing this because it's too easy for us to just keep going to one thing to the next. Sit here. In your car, if you have one, in your room, if you have one, when you stop receiving stimulus from everything outside of your head, what's been smashed down starts to come up toward the surface. It's like a bucket of water that you have stopped pouring more water into, and now the stuff that was being pushed down by the current is going to float to the surface, and you're going to start to see parts of it. And the water's going to get clearer. That's probably the single most important part of this, because the answers are in there somewhere. And then when things start to come up, the second step is to start licking them. So you start trying things. Maybe I'm like, can't get out of this slump right now. Maybe I decide, oh, I haven't hung out with my friends in a while. I haven't read a book. I haven't played video games in a long time, and I used to love doing that. And all these thoughts are going to come up. You start trying them. Some of them, it might make you feel really good, and then 2 days later you're back to the slump. And you're like, okay, so I need to do it again. And then you do it again and again and again, and it's like it's not hitting as much. The repetition here is everything, because like I said, it's a skill you build over time. And the goal here is not for us to learn, oh, I just need to play video games, I just need to have friends and see them once a week, and then I'll be happy for my whole life. That's not how it works. What we really want is going to change throughout life. What we're developing is how to be in touch and be quickly in touch and read what it is we want. Intuition, I think of it like a compass. It's not a map, and it's not a list of steps A through Y of how to be happy. A compass only does one thing, and it points in a direction based on where you are and based on where the North Pole is. Okay? The North Pole is what you want. Your intuition has a magnetic pull. When you clear space and time to feel it and listen to it, that's when you're able to tune in to that pull, where it's pulling you. Now, there may be, it may take time and effort of doing this and listening to yourself to actually get in touch with where that pull is, because there could be all kinds of things that noise, and I had to cut through the jungle with a machete at first for a little bit before I could start to consistently feel, oh, that's where it's pulling me. Sometimes there's a lot of just noise is the best way to put it. So don't give up after the first time you try. But it's a compass, not a list of steps. I discover that reading a book makes me happy. Then I discover working out is like filling the void. It's not one answer that's always going to make you happy. So don't get too caught up in, I found the solution, now I can stop. I mean, you can stop, and then you'll be where you are. That's not dangerous. But you can have such a great life, and maybe I should speak for myself, but my life's gotten so much better the longer that I've done this and just created space and time to listen. And I guess that is the answer, because I've said it 4 times in this video. Paying attention and listening, trying things, and repeat. You will get better. This is what helped me a lot. I hope it resonates with somebody. Your mileage may vary on it. Some people need to maybe get out of their heads and just start working out, or just go, and maybe you're where you're lacking is step 2, which is doing things. Whatever it is. But have patience for yourself. And if you want to get in touch with yourself, it takes time and effort, like anything else. I know you probably wanted more practical steps than that, but I can't give you them, because your compass is not in my chest. So this is simple, not easy, but simple. And I genuinely hope that this helps somehow.